Bad Hops Baseball. Smash that like button. Welcome to Bad Hops. Today we're going to take a look at Cubs number 10 prospect, Ben Brown. Brown is a 6'6" right-handed starting pitcher. He is making his second major league appearance today in relief for the Cubs. He features a 3-pitch mix that includes a fastball, a curveball, and a slider. The fastball at times touches 99, and he will throw it in any count.
Cubs go ahead and bring Ben Brown in the second inning, even though he is the de facto starter. And this is going to give him an easier time getting into the groove in this game than if he had started versus the very top of the lineup.
So you're thinking, welcome to the major leagues. Oh, by the way, here's Chris Bryant, former MVP.
So Bryant is 0 for the season, and now he's down 1-2 in the count.
Well, that was a nasty four-seamer at 96 at the bottom of the zone. Followed by Uncle Charlie, a 12-6 curveball at 87, just off the plate.
And getting the first pitch strike on Bryant was very important. Bryant strikes out about 32% of the time when he faces a strike on the first pitch versus when he gets ahead in the count.
Now the lefty Nolan Jones batting .083.
Brown was more consistent in hitting the zone versus lefties in this game than he was versus righties, where he was spread out much farther from the zone on his targets.
He certainly hit the target there with the four-seam fastball. Followed by another four-seam fastball, but this one 95, a little bit low, and Yan Gomes steals a strike.
And that's an example of how a veteran catcher can really help a young pitcher.
All right, 1-1 now to the veteran Jones. Followed by a 90-mile-an-hour pitch. I don't know if that's a changeup or a slider. I don't have him throwing a changeup, but that was only downward break at 90 miles an hour. And now 96 on a four-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone and fouled off by Jones. And now an 83-mile-an-hour curveball at the bottom of the zone, and Jones puts a charge into it.
A good night for the rookie, though, because the wind's blowing in and he's going to be able to challenge batters. It's going to be very difficult for them to drive the ball out of the park.
So it always amazes me how much different Wrigley plays when the wind's blowing in or blowing out. This here is the facial expression of a man who plays all his home games at Coors Field and then hits the ball into the wind at Wrigley. 96-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball to open up the at-bat with Toglia.
Toglia is the Rockies' 2019 first-round pick.
Isn't Toglia the Turk from The Godfather? No resemblance. Okay, so again here we have this 90-mile-an-hour pitch. It's breaking down. I think that's the slider, but it looks like a changeup to me. And this might be his best pitch of the entire start. 97 miles an hour. It's a tick up from what he was throwing earlier. Four-seam fastball right on the edge of the plate.
And that'll be one of the keys for the rookie's success. The ability to locate with that velocity will get a lot of players out.
And on an elevated fastball at 97, Christopher Morel ranges to his right and catches the ball near the Rizzo wrap. Or at least where the Rizzo wrap would be if it was on this side of the ballpark. It is, however, a wrap for the inning. Ben Brown now back to work in the third inning on a cold night at Wrigley. Elevates a fastball above the zone. No swing.
This is Doyle's second season in the bigs. His bat's below average, and he's mostly in the lineup for his glove.
Up 2-0, he takes a four-seam fastball. And another in the zone, fouled off for strike two. And then Mr. Brown drops the hammer at 86 miles an hour, the 12-6 curveball at the top of the zone for strike three.
The rookie shows a lot of resilience battling back from a 2-0 count.
Elevated fastball here that Trejo hits to the shortstop for an easy out. 95 and elevated, not a competitive pitch. 96 and right down Main Street, maybe a little too competitive of a pitch.
Stallings looking to rebound his career after two disastrous seasons in Miami.
But to be fair, everything revolving around baseball in Miami is fairly disastrous. So here it looks like Ben Brown tries to throw the curveball, but he overcooks it. 95-mile-an-hour fastball away, outside, doesn't get the call. And on 3-2, 95 miles an hour, a little bit elevated, a competitive pitch, but he walks him.
Now he faces Blackmon, a former All-Star, who's mostly still in Colorado due to nostalgia.
His beard game is still All-Star worthy.
So is his guaranteed contract.
The thing those two things have in common is they're both hairy. Curveball, low and inside, easy for Blackmon to spit on, even with the beard. I want to focus on this pitch here for a second for two reasons. One, because it is a curveball at 84 miles an hour. It's right on the corner of the plate. But specifically, I want you to pay attention to where the catcher set up the glove, because Brown hits the glove perfectly. But he may have come back to the well one too many times with the curveball with a veteran hitter like Blackman.
Now we'll get to see how the rookie handles some adversity.
2 on, 2 out. Tovar at the plate. We seem to have reached the alliteration part of today's game. And Tovar takes.
And Tovar twists.
And Tovar's totally terminated.
Tantalizing talent turns the tide.
Thus ends the alliteration portion of today's broadcast. Ben Brown blasts one by the batter. And while we were messing around, McMahon blasted a curveball back up the middle. Bryant gets a look at a lollipop curve. And then 98 up and in, high and tight.
Teams have continued to attack Bryant inside. He's really struggled to handle those pitches.
They keep pounding away in there. And then finally, Bryant's fooled on the curveball. He starts a swing. He can't stop. Fastball low in the zone induces an inning-ending double play.
4, 6, 3.
That's the combination on my luggage. You can almost see his confidence grow as he starts this batter off with a 96 mile an hour fastball at the bottom of the zone. 96 at the same spot. The batter rolls over it and grounds out to second. Uncle Charlie right in the middle of the zone.
No issues yet the second time through the lineup.
Fastball middle in, fouled off. And then Brown pulls Doyle's chain with an 87 mile an hour curveball, starts as a strike, and then dives to the dirt. 96 mile an hour fastball inside. 95 mile an hour fastball right on the corner. If he locates like that, he's almost unhittable.
A perfect example of what Brown can do for you.
Now a curveball away, but still in the strike zone. He's working in, out, up, down. Followed by a spike curveball in the dirt, a chase pitch, but no chase. And finally, an elevated fastball, 96 above the zone for an easy can of corn. And there you have it. In just his second major league appearance, the Cubs' number 10 prospect, Ben Brown, throws 4 scoreless innings on a day when the Cubs used an opener and needed someone to step up and save the bullpen. Bad Hops Baseball. Smash that like button.